Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Janavi from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bangalore. Currently, I am studying second semester, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Please do cast your valuable like and view on my video and watch video completely. Your likes and views would fetch more marks. Subscribe and share to many as possible. Today we are going to discuss multiple choice questions which is appeared in previous video exams based on the subject Indian Constitution. The agenda for this video is necessity of the Constitution, fundamental rights building, directive principle of state policy and present relevance in Indian society, Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha Parliament committees, importance constitutional amendments till today. Before learning multiple choice questions, let's see what is Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution is the supreme law of India. It defines the government's fundamental political values, policies, processes, powers, rights and duties. The Indian Constitution adopted on 26 November 1949 and came into effect on 26 January 1950. Without any delay, let's see multiple choice questions. Here the first topic is necessity of the Constitution. First question, the Constitution is necessary to option A, preserve and promote democratic principles, option B, suppresses individual liberties, option C, enable the government to act arbitrarily, option D, weaken the power of the judiciary. Here the correct answer is option A, preserve and promote democratic principles. Second question, what role does a constitution play in a democratic society? Option A, it limits the power of people. It allows the government to make arbitrary decisions. Option C, it ensures accountability and protects the right of citizen. Option D, it established a hereditary monarchy. Here the correct answer is option C, it ensures accountability and protects the right of citizens. Third question, what is the main purpose of Constitution? Option A, to establish a monarchy. Option B, to protect individual rights and freedoms. Option C, to enforce a specific religion. Option D, to impose strict government control. Here the correct answer is option B, to protect individual rights and freedoms. Fourth question, a constitution helps in option A, maintaining social order and stability. Option B, protecting citizens from arbitrary government action. Option C, defining the government and limitations of different branches of government. Option D, all of the above. Here the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Fifth question, which organ of the government is responsible for making laws in India? Option A, executive. Option B, judiciary. Option C, parliament. Option D, president. Here the correct answer is option B, judiciary. Next topic, fundamental rights building. Definition, fundamental rights are essential human rights that are offered to every citizen irrespective of caste, race, creed, place of birth, religion or gender. These are the equal to freedoms and these rights are essential for personal good and the society at large. First question, the fundamental right to life and personal liberty is protected under which article? Option A, Article 14. Option B, Article 19. Option C, Article 21. Option D, Article 32. Here the correct option is option C, Article 21. Second question, Who is responsible for the enforcement and protection of fundamental rights in India? Option A, Parliament. Option B, President. Option C, Judiciary. Option D, Parliament. Here the correct answer is option C, Judiciary. Third question. Which fundamental right prohibits up to untouchability? Option A, right to equality. Option D, right to freedom of religion. Option C, right against exploitation. Option D, right to cultural and educational rights. Here the correct answer is option A, right to equality. Fourth question. Which part of the Indian Constitution contains the fundamental rights? Option A, Part 1. Option B, Part 2. Option C, Part 3. Option D, Part 4. Here the correct answer is option 3, Part 3. Fifth question. Which article of the Indian Constitution guarantees the right to equality? Option A, Article 21st. Option B, Article 19. Option C, Article 32. Option D, Article 14. Here the correct answer is option D, Article 14. Next topic. Directive principle of state policy and its present relevance in Indian society. First question. Which article of the Indian Constitution deals with directive principle of state policy? Option A, Article 14. Option B, Article 19. Option C, Article 21st. Option D, Article 36. Here the correct answer is option D, Article 36. Second question. The directive principle of state policy are aimed to achieving a. Option A, socialist society. Option D, capitalistic society. Option C, communistic society. Option D, technocratic society. Here the correct answer is option A, socialistic society. Third question. The implementation of directive principle of state policy requires cooperation between option A, the central and state government. Option B, the judiciary and executive. Option C, the government and the citizen. Option D, all political parties. Here the correct answer is option C, the government and the citizen. Fourth question. The directive principle of state policy act as a guide for the government in formulating option A, fundamental rights. Option B, welfare schemes and policies. Option C, international treaties. Option D, electoral reforms. Here the correct answer is option B, welfare schemes and policies. Fifth question. The directive principle of state policy are considered as option A, fundamental rights. Option B, non-justiciable rights. Option C, absolute rights. Option D, constitutional amendments. Here the correct answer is non-justiciable rights. Human rights are the rights inherent to all human beings, whatever our nationality, place of residence, sex, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, language or any other status. We are all equal entitled to our human rights without discrimination. These rights are all interrelated, interdependent and indivisible. Is non-justiciable rights. Next topic. Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha parliamentary committees. First question. The term of the office for a member of the Lok Sabha is option A, 2 years. Option B, 3 years. Option C, 4 years. Option D, 5 years. Here the correct answer is option D, 5 years. Second question. The Lok Sabha represent the option A, state and union territories. Option B, people of the India. Here the correct answer is option B, people of the India. Third question. The term of office for a member of the Rajya Sabha is option A 2 years, option B 3 years, option C 4 years, option D 6 years. Here the correct answer is option D 6 years. Fourth question. The Rajya Sabha has the power to option A pass laws, option B ratify international treaties, option C approves the budget, option D all of the above. Here the correct answer is option D all of the above. Fifth question. Parliamentary committees in India are option A advisory bodies, option B decision making bodies, option C executive bodies, option D judicial bodies. Here the correct answer is option A advisory bodies. Last topic. Important constitutional amendments till today. First question. The processes of amending the constitution is based on the principle of option A flexibility, option B rigidity, option C supremacy, option D independence. Here the correct answer is option B rigidity. Second question. The amendment bill based by both houses of parliament is sent to the president for option A assent, option B approval, option C ratification, option D recommendation. Here the correct answer is option A assent. Third question. The power 370 to amend the Constitution of India is granted under option A article 356, option B article 368, option C article 370, option D article 371. Here the correct answer is option B article 368. Fourth question. The amendment bill for amending the constitution can be introduced in option A Lok Sabha only, option B Rajya Sabha only, option C either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, option D both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Here the correct answer is option D both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Fifth question. Which amendment to the constitution introduced anti-defection law? Option A 42 amendment, option B 44th amendment, option C 52nd amendment, option D 73 amendment. Here the correct answer is option C 52nd amendment. These are the 5 multiple choice questions which is appeared in previous year VTU exams. Thank you for all watching this video.